Okay,
sweet.
Connor, I thought, talking about these new titles, to spice it up a little bit, because it's sort of old news by the time these titles will come out. But obviously we have 8 brand new titles for season 1.
Yeah.
I was quite drunk when these were coming out, and it was a lot of fun. I was just with my mate, having a little sesh down the pub at half
Easter
an hour.
Saturday?
Easter Sunday, I think.
Easter Sunday for us?
Yeah. And I was just checking these every half hour, and we were just sort of saying...
That was great, by the way. I love the half-hour drops.
Yeah, that was. I
Really
hope they
good
do that
fun.
again. That was good fun.
Good for engagement on Twitter. Got people talking instead of them all just dropping at once. And then finally at the end, the trailer dropped. And
Yeah.
it wasn't too late for us. I think it was like 12:30.
I think it was about 1:30 actually.
Oh, crumbs, was it?
Yeah,
We're kind of night owls, to be fair.
Yeah, I remember.
Cuckoo.
I sort of got home from being out at about maybe 1:45.
Oh, yeah,
and
and
I
you
just
put on Wild Blue Yonder and
I didn't end up putting on Wild Blue Yonder
Oh,
because
okay.
I was enjoying Twitter just exploding about space babies.
Oh, Space
so I never ended up
Babies.
putting on Wild Blue Yonder. but
you!
It's you.
It's
All right. So
huge.
speaking of space babies, let's go through the titles.
Right.
But as we do this, Connor, we're going to introduce a little bit of a segment here. You're not going to see this one pop up probably until the new series come out, but I guess we're going to premiere this little segment here
That's next month.
called Upgrade or Delete.
Delete.
Upgrade in progress.
Oh, I like it.
Ooh, new sting.
That sound is good.
You'll hear that again with a proper look into this segment when the new season comes out. But we're just gonna do a little trial run here. Basically, we're gonna go through each one of these new titles, and we're gonna say, do we want to upgrade it or delete it? Upgrade means it's good. Delete means it's bad.
rid
As
of
simple
it.
as that.
Okay.
Right. And when down the line, we want to get you guys to throw in your hot takes or just random Doctor Who takes. And we'll upgrade or delete them. Are they good? Are they bad? We'll decide.
You know the rules.
You do. So, Connor, Space Babies, upgrade or delete?
Delete
That shit. Get that out of here.
Get the fuck out of here.
I don't even mind that it's got Space Babies in it. It's just
I do.
You know, when that new Disney Plus user is like, oh, I'm new to Doctor Who, and they see the title Space Babies for
Babies.
episode 1, they're like, what the fuck am I signing up for?
Yeah,
here?
Russell does like to take risks. Hey, it's like, do you know what's at stake, man?
A risk is a word for it. The Devil's Cord.
Oh, upgrade.
Instant upgrade, mate.
Beautiful, beautiful name.
It's so perfect, isn't it? It sells the vibe of it. Something a bit
think it does.
spooky.
The spook, yeah.
Like supernatural, I mean.
Yeah.
And obviously music. It's a good use of the word chord.
The divine chord, yeah.
Okay. Boom! Without an exclamation mark.
Delete. Fucking boring as hell. What a stupid name. Come
I
on.
thought it was stupid.
Yes.
Right? But I'm going to upgrade it purely because it's so Stephen Moffat in his one-word titles. Like Extremis. You got Blink.
Yeah.
World Enough and Time.
The Doctor Falls.
But I don't mind that one. I think there's worse titles in here. 73 Yards, upgrade for me.
Yeah, upgrade.
It's something spooky about it. I think it's the Ident, though, that came out with it that I'm more intrigued by. Like the little dark...
It looks like a pub thing.
Yeah, pub banner,
Pub
73
banner.
Yards.
Yeah, that's an episode we don't really know much about, which has
No.
got me excited. I don't know if there's much in the trailer of it. The snowing scenes, I believe, are
Yeah.
connected to that, but...
I don't fucking know, man.
I don't know.
I don't know, but yeah, 2 upgrades there. Dot and Bubble,
Ah,
episode 5.
delete.
Get that shit out of here.
Dot and bubble, come on.
Delete that
Delete
shit.
that shit. I don't know. It's like... You might watch the episode and be like, wow, it makes so much more sense now. What a great title, but I doubt it.
Yeah, well, I did see, shout out to the Black Archives over on, not the Black Archives, Bad Wolf Archives over on Twitter, but also shout out to the Black Archives because they are, that's where we get all our photos for the thumbnails from.
Lots of shout outs today.
But Bad Wolf Archives over on Twitter, they said, I think they went to
Oh,
some
yeah.
uni event or something like that
Yeah, I saw this.
where Russell was there, and a month ago Russell had said, watch out. They'd said to Russell, oh, we like Wild Blue Yonder, and Russell had said, make sure you check out Dot and Bubble, but don't reveal the title until we've shown it. And so is Dot and Bubble going to be like Wild Blue Yonder territory? Except the title's so much less cool than Wild Blue Yonder. We've always said Wild Blue Yonder was a
it's the
cool
coolest.
title.
That's the coolest name.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how that Twitter guy had that, and then Faries has the Faries ramp.
Yeah.
When's Russell going to be like, the pub in, what's it, 90 yards?
in that in 73 yards.
Yeah, the pub in 73 yards is inspired by
The studio.
the 50% Doctor Who podcast because they drink beers on their show.
It's got like our posters in the background of the
Yeah.
pub and that.
We need that.
Me and you will be
Russell.
extras. We'll be the bartenders.
Yeah, you played a bartender in
In one of my short films, I played a bartender.
Let Me
yeah.
Be?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the bartender. You're like, this is already in my CV.
Yeah, I can just send that to Russ and be like, "Hey, brother, anytime you need a
This-
bartender, I'll be there."
I can play the superstitious bartender.
He'll be like, "Oh, we're actually reshooting scenes from 73 yards as we speak. I'll fly you over,
Fly you
get you
over.
in." Yeah,
You can be like, there's a myth in this town about
drugs.
There's a wolf going around.
Also,
People
if you
have
want,
seen it.
if you want some crack, I can give you some crack.
Definitely 73 yard shit.
Carly's crack.
Guys, crack.
Do you, I mean, we'll before the new season comes out, we'll do like a full speculation pod
God.
episode, right?
Yeah.
Where we do all of our theories and things for the new season.
Yeah.
So we don't need to go diving too deep into here. But do you think this one will be spooky? And 73 yards. Yard is a very American word, right? It's not English. So could this be set in America? Is it a monster that's 73
Are we
yards
talking about
behind you?
73 yards?
Yeah, just briefly, I guess.
I honestly I have no idea. I think that's exciting. I think it's the episode with the TARDIS on the hillside. I thought that was from Stephen Moffat's episode, and I made a big scene on here like, it's the Stephen Moffat episode. Apparently that's wrong, and I'm a fucking idiot, and everyone's laughing. I walk down the
You're
street
wrong?
and people point and laugh.
Connor Hannum is wrong.
I admit it. I
Never.
admit defeat.
Never in my life.
So something happens to the TARDIS. I think we see Ruby just going, like, maybe she's there for a long, long time because we see the TARDIS
Getting
old.
older. Yeah.
I assume because we don't see the Doctor in any of those scenes, it was the Stephen one because of the landmine and he can't
Right.
move. But I don't know. I think that's the exciting thing is that we don't know. And I think that's the scene where we see the 3 shots of Millie. She's wearing glasses in one with wine. I'm not sure if you saw that.
I did.
Yeah,
As
I
you
know
know,
you did.
I'm a
Yeah.
big fan of that look.
So it's like, yeah, I think it's that kind of, and that woman in the background who's like looking at Millie. I think it's that. It
But-
looks do I think it's gonna be spooky? Yeah, I do.
Is the woman in the background 73 yards away? Let's just let that sit for a
I
second.
think it's Mrs. Flood.
Dot and bubble, delete or upgrade?
Delete.
Delete. Fuck that shit.
There is a theory. Do you know the woman in the blonde woman in Dot and Bubble
Yeah.
with like the headband?
Looks like Daphne.
No, there's a rumor that's Mrs. Flood because she also wears a thing on their head like that, and she's blonde.
Fucking hell. Rogue. Upgrade or delete?
Delete.
Delete.
So
that shit.
boring.
It's grown on me.
Boring.
It's grown on me purely because I like the vibe of I like that Regency vibe.
I don't. That's literally the one I'm least excited for.
But and like Jonathan Groff's character looks cool.
I know Captain Jack Harkness is in it. Okay.
The fuck up. Shut the fuck
I know
up.
he's in it. Oh, he's obviously a time agent.
Yep.
Come on.
I think this is my least favorite title coming up. The Legend of Ruby Sunday. Upgrade or delete?
Delete that shit out of here.
Delete.
Come on, man. We already got the church on Ruby Road.
You know, I know everyone hates when they give like golden showers to Doctor Who companions, right? And like they like love them. I don't know if that analogy works
Golden
at all.
showers.
That's not what I meant.
All right, Trump.
But you know, like when they put like companions on pedestals, everyone complains about Clara being the impossible girl, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't have the biggest problem with that, except the way they word it. I don't mind if Clara's the center of the plot, but let's just stop going around and going, she's the impossible girl, da, da, da. And I think the Legend of Ruby
The skirt is
Sunday...
a little too tight.
Shut the fuck up. I think the Legend of Ruby Sunday does exactly that, where it's just a bit wanky.
Well, you know it's going to be some bullshit about it's like, if you didn't have a mother or father, then how were you born?
Bum,
You're the
bum,
legend.
bum.
If it was you who delivered the baby, that was you.
Bum.
If it's you in the cloak delivering you, how does
It's
that
just
work?
that Spider-Man meme of the
Yeah,
Spider-Man
just-
pointing to each other, but it's Ruby Sunday.
What is this? Some kind of legend of Ruby Sunday? Yeah, I think it's wanky. Does Russell even care anymore about these titles? He's
No.
like, the legend of Ruby Sunday. That's great. What's wrong with that?
The giggle.
It's like, the Starbase is literally fucking from the comic name. Wild Beyond is great.
Yeah. And the giggle I don't mind because it is all about that giggle. That is like a big part of the plot. But yeah.
So silly when we first heard that. We're like, the giggle.
The giggle.
What a load of shit.
The finale, finishing on a bit of a higher note. I'm going to upgrade Empire of Death. I think that's a bit of a bit better of one.
Sure, I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
I'll upgrade it. It's definitely better than the Legend of Ruby Sunday. And we're
It's-
assuming they're two-parters, so...
I guess it's just like a bit generic and vague. Like almost like every second episode of Doctor Who could be called Empire of Death. Do you know what I mean? Except by the looks of these trailers, it looks like there's planets dying and there's like all that
Oh, we've
smoky
already
stuff.
done that. Enough of that bullshit. It's like, yeah, I bet it's just shitty rewatching the Flux again. Like, my God. So you had half deletes and half upgrades. I think I had maybe one more delete than you.
Yeah, and
So you're half and half at least.
Yeah.
You're 50-50 on the titles.
I originally had more deletes in there, but I suppose I've come to terms with.
You want it to be nice.
Yeah. I want to be nice. I want to be too angry.